Good morning, West Ham fans. My name's Anton, bringing you today's predicted 11 for the game against Ipswich Town. It's the final day of the season. It is the final day of the season, and I'm telling you what, I'm quite excited for this season to be over. My word, what a roller coaster of a season it has been. It's just a roller coaster when you support West Ham. We know that. I say that every single time I come on the bloody show. But anyway, we're here giving you the predicted 11 as we face off against Ipswich Town at Portman Road this Sunday afternoon as we try to secure a good result on the road in the Premier League. We did suffer a 2-1 loss at Nottingham Forest recently, so we'd be eager to put a much improved game in this weekend. And it looks like I'm going to predict a 3-4-3 formation with some changes to the first team in this game. Now, remember, this particular show is sponsored by Football Prizes, so make sure you do go across and check out their wonderful competition this time around. It's to win this unbelievable signed and framed shirt by Mark Noble. Yes, and you've got a chance to also get entered into instant win prizes for 16 plus extra West Ham prizes, including a signed Trevor Booking top, a signed Sir Jeff Hurst top, Max Kilman, Kudus, you name it, plenty more to go by. So make sure you do go across and check out their wonderful prizes that you can get your hands on today. But I'm going to give you my predicted 11. I'm going to do a little bit different. I'm just going to go through the team as it is, and I do expect changes. I think this is actually going to be one of, and it has been this season, really tough to predict when it comes to predicting this West Ham start 11, because we're going to be probably bringing players in who are not going to be here next year, and I think this may be the one final opportunity for players to showcase what they are capable of doing, to give some big decisions for Graham Potter to make in the new season. But we all know, and there is no point in guessing, that Areola will start in goal for West Ham. I think he is going to be in between the two sticks. He conceded 2 goals in his last league outing, but I think he is going to be the numero uno, as West Ham probably going to have to look at. We all know we're going to be looking at new recruits for the goalkeeper position in the summer, and it needs to be someone who can challenge Areola, if not try and take his position away in the team. I think, like I said, we'll go for that 3-4-3 formation, and I think that will be a 3 at the back, and the back 3 will consist of Max Kilman, obviously, with either side of Todibo, and I think Aaron Creswell will make his final play for West Ham, his final game for West Ham against his old club Ipswich Town. A very fitting thing there, but that keeps the good focus on good shape, and it keeps our back 3 quite solidified back there, and it probably highlights how important it's going to be to recruit some new players in the defence, as we've been talking about in several videos leading into the summer. I don't think there's going to be a place in the starting 11 for Konstantinos Mavropanos. He'll provide cover on the defence and on the bench for West Ham. As I move into the midfield, where we'll have that kind of 4 prolonged attacking wingers situation, I think on the left-hand side we'll see Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Hammer of the Year, deservedly so, has been a fantastic signing for West Ham this summer. He'll get the nod at left wing back, because I think he will get his final starting position, and that's Vladimir Sufal out on the right hand side, and I think he'll try and prove his value to what West Ham's been, and people may say, well, listen, there's no we shouldn't be just handing places to players who are not going to be here any longer. But I think there's going to be so many changes that we have kind of no other option, to be honest with you. And I think he'll get his chance to say his farewells to West Ham, deservedly so. So I could see him in the midfield. And I've tried to be a little bit different, because it's been so tough to choose a starting 11, because we come into games, we're talking about players like James Ward-Prowse, Rodriguez, Paqueta, and Rodriguez being included in the starting 11 and over the last couple of times. But I think those 3 players I've just mentioned will take a place up on the bench, as I believe Alvarez and Carlos Soler will anchor in that midfield and look to win all those 50-50 battles in the middle of the park, allowing some form of creativity coming from Carlos Soler in the middle of the park, and finishing up with Kudus out on the left, Bowen out on the right, as West Ham lead the line with the man Niklas Füllkrug up top, that is how I think West Ham will line up for this game. I know it's a short and sweet one, but I think it's been a really tough season for West Ham to try and prove and show what we are capable of doing with this team. But I think it's been also tough to predict. There's no position here for Tommy Soucek. There's no position here for Oliver Scarles. Like I said, Paqueta, James Ward-Prowse, Rodriguez. It's quite scary when you look through this full team and you actually see players that might not be here anymore. And there's a long list of players that might not be here anymore. Anyway, that's my predicted 11 for the game against Ipswich Town. You let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit me up with it and join us as we start to give you some reactions to the end of the season. Let's hope we get the points we need to push up the league by one position and keep Man United and Tottenham below us in the bottom half. Come on, you Irons.